Okay, here we go again. EA 2.0 or whatever, 1.2, 2.0. Yeah, so I will admit right up front, I have a lot of fear putting out this video. I don't even know if I should. I want to. I don't really want to, but then at the same time, um, the critics, the commenters on her previous video kind of fired me up. I really appreciate that. So I'm, you challenge me to check myself, check my work, and bottom line is what I got before is what I got this time. Although I'm being a little bit more gracious, I got a little bit more detail into the energy of what's going on. I am a little fired up, but I'm also feel in my field, and what I felt initially when I was first doing my research is I feel fear. I feel incredibly unsafe. And so if you're feeling that from me, you are accurate. I feel fear whenever even I think of this person's name. I won't even say their name because I can feel it. Because, yeah, and many people have said they feel the same way. They may not use the word fear, but oh, something's off. The words are right, appearance seems right, but why do I feel like I have to step away? Something doesn't feel safe. Okay, I'm not the only one who feels this. So I am speaking for all the people that feel this way and investigating so that we have understanding. And we have every right to do so, to understand, why do I feel unsafe? Is it us or is something happening over here? Okay, I have every right to do that. And this is my opinion and the story that I got. Take it or leave it. Um, yeah, so oh, so what I get in general is this fear energy that I feel, which is odd because I don't often feel fear, but I think in the original video I made a point to say, even before I started doing the reading, the 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 fact that my attention was on this person for a couple of days, because that's how I work. I sit with these people for a couple of days before I even start doing a question and answer session. And the whole time I felt watched. I felt watched when I was sleeping because I have the ability, I'm aware when I'm sleeping. I felt watched. I felt fear. Okay, that is still happening. So got to get my attention off this and get done. But anyway, um, what I got was the same thing that was happening with Joe Dispenza when he does the big meditations, Kundalini. This person is a doorway. They're not doing it on purpose. I'm not blaming them. But once again, we know the New Age movement is infiltrated, and these very charismatic, loving leaders are doorways for energies. When attention is focused on this person, they become doorways, and energy comes through that is not so beneficial. Let's put it that way. That love to whatever, utilize, feed off of these energies. And I can feel that. Okay. So that's what I'm feeling. Feel very uncomfortable. Okay. What I got just in general, when I said, oh, this person's a deceiver, that is a very strong word. I recognize it. Sorry, that is a word that comes from the I Ching and from teachers that I came up with, that I grew up with. What do I mean by that? It sounds awful, but there's no conscious intent. Okay. But what the I Ching means is that some of what they're talking about is half truth. They're deceiving you in a way by what they're saying, intentionally or not. Okay, and what I got was, what do we need to truly know about this person that will help us understand the uncomfortableness that we're feeling? And what I got was dissatisfaction. Well, it's not important. I'm going to read you the sentences that the I Ching gave me. Hexagram 58, if you're familiar. Number one, this person uses words to describe reality that are in conflict with nature and mm, the true way cosmos works. Okay, so there's words being used that are in conflict, and words are very important. If you're using words that do not accurately, oh, truth is coming, sorry, accurately describe something, this is, yeah, this is deceiving energy. Anyway, the words being used to describe reality are in conflict with what's really true. This person draws false conclusions. This point will come up in a moment. This person feels like they have to protect themselves because there is good and evil battle going on. From the cosmos perspective, there is no such thing as good and evil. Everything has value. Even the darkest of dark is value. There is no good and evil, right? And that if you're living in harmony with the cosmos, you don't need protection, because you cannot be harmed. And lastly, what what this hexagram was saying is this person is being, it's seductive joy. Someone who is being seduced by their ego, telling them that they are special and that they have a special mission. Okay. So the universe says, this is what you need to know, that there's some things that are out of harmony. Maybe in some aspects, the ego is a little grandiose, saying things, putting themselves up on a pedestal. And I know this person would never say that, but I'm sorry, I feel it. And I've even heard in some interviews this person saying, yeah, I think I'm just special. And there you go. And I have a special mission. Anyway, universe from the highest perspective says, that's not really true. Now, as far as when I say this person is, there's some deceiving energies going on, something's inauthentic. This is what I got. Um, some things of her story in her personal life, there's some not truths being told in the personal life. And I did get some information that I will not share because it's too personal, but also that some aspects about her childhood story that's being told is half truths, greatly exaggerated, not true. Like I said before about Joe Dispenza, we all, hype up our resume. Okay, no big deal. Um, that I did get that some of the story is manufactured, yes. And there is a conscious awareness of that. Okay. Now, as far as her, what I did get is that this person is actually in conflict with their inner truth. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know. There's something underlying her inner truth. This person's inner truth may be saying, I really want to do this or be this. Um, but I'm doing this other thing. So some people can feel that conflict. This is inauthentic expression. I'm doing one thing, but I really want something else. Anyway, that's what I picked up. There's a conflict with inner truth. As far as her abilities, is this person a gifted intuitive? I got a medium, a very warm yes. So it's not great, but there is some gifted intuition. Wouldn't say great. Astral, is this person a gifted astral traveler? Yes, very strong. Is this person a gifted uh, remote viewer? No. Is this person a clear remote viewer? No. This is where the I Ching comes in. Remember, I said draws false conclusions. That's where the deception is coming in. And I'll tell you why in just a second, because what I got, I'll get to that. Well, what I got was, hold on. I do want to say somebody mentioned that, this wall or field that I was mentioning in my other video where I couldn't penetrate, I couldn't read something. Somebody mentioned that this person was protected by the white hats. And I didn't even know if I really believe in the white hats, but what I got was, yes, there is a white hat group working for the betterment of humanity. Who knew? But I did get to know that this group is not protecting this person. Okay. But that there was another group. That energy that I was talking about is creating a wall, is whatever. Um, I did check to see if the same people are watching. I am not jealous at all. I did check that sincerely. I am not jealous. And I am in harmony with my inner truth, which is in harmony with the cosmos for making these videos. Okay. I did get a yes on that. Okay. I did get that in some way, this person has been groomed. It's not the right word. Like I said in the other video about New Age teachers who are highly charismatic, who have lots of followers, there is going to be some manipulation, some curation to the story, to the abilities, or whatever, to what's being presented to the public, because, right, they don't want us to wake up. They don't want us in our authenticity. They're going to utilize these people, okay? These people are unaware. Okay. So I said, okay, enough of that. Enough of this person bashing. What is overall this person's pure soul essence? And I did get that. I got an answer with some minor critiques that go back and explain why why the intuitive yes, like, is this person a gifted intuitive? Yeah, yes, but there's some minor issues, and here are the issues. So her pure, this person's pure soul essence is Gene Key 20, which is beautiful, and oh my God, I just totally forgot. Presence, and you know what? I can't remember. It is a beautiful Gene Key, but it's all about seeing. Um, this person, the critique is two things. This person has the ability to see, okay, the intuitive sense. However, there is also a little ego aspect that kind of blinds the seeing, that says, I also want to be seen. Okay, that is an ego motivation. That's all of us. I mean, myself here, I wouldn't be doing these videos if I didn't in some way want to be seen, perhaps, and have some recognition. Okay, minor. But here's where we have some more critique, and that is this person has the ability to see what's going on with an intuitive sense, but unfortunately, one of their senses, because our intuition is comes from our senses, one or more of the senses have been blocked or are not fully as clear as they could be due to childhood programming that we all go through. All this happens to all of us. Sometimes all of our senses are diminished because we are told something about our body is bad, something about the body, that we hate our body, or we say, I can't trust our feelings, or somehow we have demonized our animal nature, our instinctual nature. And that puts blocks on our natural senses. And when we have blocks, we cannot see clearly the full picture, and we draw false conclusions. So that tells me that's where we get some of the false conclusions in these RV readings that I said before. Were some of them were deceptive. There are some false conclusions being drawn. This is not a criticism. We all do it. I'm sure I have drawn some false conclusions myself. But I would say overall, you get a sense that, oh, okay, this makes sense. Anyway, yes, the gift, her pure soul essence, that what people really pick up on, this gift that she has, that this person has, that comes from their essence, is self-assurance. I mean, you can feel that right away. It comes right through. So totally self-assured, and has this presence. You're like, wow, wow, this person has it going on. That is immediately felt. That is natural essence underneath all this other stuff that comes right out and is such an attraction to people. Get it? I mean, Aren't you highly attracted to people who are self-assured? Of course you are. This is a beautiful essence. This is her. This is this person. And what else that I got? Is this person's offering to others? What does this person offer to the people that follow her, that pay attention to her? And I got 42, which is all about in I Ching terms, it's increase. She is increasing people's self-assurance, increasing people's um, understanding, um, increasing people's ability, encouraging people to follow their goals, follow their dreams, and sharing the loving and caring nature of the universe. Her natural gift is detachment, meaning she, well, we all know who I'm talking about. She feels completely free to explore all aspects of life and has great love and trust in life. This is celebration. She has a celebration for life, encourages other people to be self-assured, to follow their goals, their dreams, and recognize the loving, caring nature of the universe. So I think these are beautiful things, right? I'm not going to demonize every aspect, but I do stand by the not so positive energies that are coming through, or some of the conclusions, the deceptive conclusions that I came up with. So there you go, all for now. And I'm done on that subject.